No, watch. You never see. Oh, there you go. All right, should be timed up. All right, here we go. Period 2. This will be the Schmitz Anderson Krizak line with Hensley and Kraft at right and lefty. They got the tunes rocking in here, so I hope you can hear us okay. All right, Schmitty to take this draw. Controlled by Andover. Andover rocked into the boards there by Kraft. Good physical play out of him. Here comes Krizak the other way. He's got Anderson far side. He can't quite get to him. So this gets tapped to Hensley. Hensley puts that puck in the zone. Back in the corner. Krizak first man to the puck. He'll leave that one for Anderson. Andover now coming the other way. Hensley can't quite swipe that puck into his stick. Goes right on net for JJ. He'll cover that. Didn't like the look with a couple of Andover forwards coming at him, so he froze it. And we will get a defensive zone draw left of JJ. Same forward, same D. Smitty to take the draw. Shot, locked in the skates by Schmitz. Kraft to Hensley. Hensley with a second to make a decision. Tries to get it to Anderson. And we'll get icing on that. Comes up a hard wall, back wall hard. Anderson couldn't quite skate to it. It was moving pretty good, so we'll get another defensive zone draw, this time right of JJ. Okay, this will be the Nelly line with Henderson, with Dornbos and Young at D. Hendy taps that one up to himself into the zone. He's first to it. Oh, they call icing on that. He gets boxed out on that. I don't think Hendy liked that one. It was a pretty late play that I think in a Bantam level they might have called interference, but nonetheless, that's icing here. Puck controlled by the Sabres. Young back into his own zone behind the net. Kind of jams Dornbos there. Keys will pick it up. They'll leave it for Dornbos. Dornbos. Rink wide pass to Hendy. Hendy off the stick. This will be no icing. Oh, this is icing. All right. A couple of calls there. That one I thought Henderson had gained the red line when he tapped that one in the zone. Refs didn't think so. We'll try that again. Mulligan. Mulligan. Now let it take the drop. Piecer to his left. Hendy trying to leave the zone. Oh, they can't quite spring him. Is held back in. Dornbos behind the net. We'll get this one to Young. Young tries to tap that one to Henderson, just a little past the stick. Andover now controls in the corner. They'll leave for the point. Oh, just out of the zone. Henderson now putting on a lot of pressure. Nice work by Henderson to make him cough up a puck. They go back and forth behind the net. Pieces there to help. Nice forecheck by the Sabres. Andover collects. And looks like not enough. They're going to try and break out here. They are able to do that. Past the red line. They'll gain the zone. Push that in the corner. Dornbos taps it right to the skate of an Andover defenseman. Comes back into neutral. Controlled by them. They'll gain the zone. Low shot. Blocked away by JJ. Peace takes a check, has to get rid of the puck. We'll swing it over to the other side. Quick shot, does go wide and out of the zone. This will go all the way down. Forecheck by Hughes. And we'll shift three guys. Hurst is on now. Iserman's on. Oh, pickpocket by Hurst. Sticked away by the netminder. Puck comes out to Andover as they come the other way. They gain the red line. Hensley tries to bump him out. Shot. JJ, pad save. He tries to leave it for a man, but no one's there. Can't quite spring Iserman, so Andover will collect in their zone. Stolen by Hensley. Puck's in the zone. Andover collects behind their net. We'll send this one all the way down. I don't think this one, no, they're saying no icing on this, Hensley. We'll get this puck in the corner. He'll back out of it. He'll kick it over to Kraft. Kraft puts the brakes on nicely. Hughes at his skates. Has the puck. Tries to backhand that one over to Schmitz. He gets it to him. Schmitz now tries to make a pass. Oh, nearly five holes it. Nice save by the 10D. Andover comes the other way. Hensley's got to get this one if it's not going to be icing. And it is. Not icing. Well, that's two that they've called no icing against Andover, and two that we got icing on us. And a little bit of a scrum right in that circle. No penalties. Everyone will just get up and keep playing. All right, Schmitty to take this draw. Anderson gets that one over to Krizak. Krizak gets tripped. No call there. More physical play. Schmitz right on his stick. Good couple of shots and nice saves there really by the goalie. Schmitz with a couple of point blank opportunities. Kraft walks a man. Loose for Schmitz. Schmitz has to try and hold that one in. Hensley has to get on his horse to not allow this to be a breakaway. He's able to stick that one away nicely. Takes a hit in the corner by 2 Huskies. And they're able to get a goal off that. Right underneath the pad of JJ. Sabres go down 0-1 with 12:48 left in the first.
Well, they just got to turn around and come back and make something happen.
Well, that's kind of how hockey goes too, where you have some.
I recognize that ring.
Yeah, that's right.
3.
You got it. Nothing but the best for the Bantams.
Yeah.
That's kind of how hockey can go sometimes, where you're controlling the zone. You had a couple of really good looks. They just get one little opportunity going the other way, and they convert on it. It's can be frustrating that way when you've done all that hard work. Dorabas goes behind his net to pick this one up. He circles back, escapes out of pressure, taps this one ahead. Here comes Nelly. Nelly just loses that one in his skates, so he's happy to put that one in the zone. Henderson first to it. Shields his man from a check nicely. Up to Young at the point. Young with a low shot. Nearly redirected in. Dirty goal. No, it's loose. It's loose. No shot there. Young with another shot. Yeah! Great equalizing goal by Young. Set up the first melee in front, gets the scored out puck, steps up, no hesitation, rips a shot. We got a 1-1 tie game.
I think I can hear his mom from the other zip code.
That's right. All right, what felt like a ton of pressure, we finally get rewarded. Well, tie game now.
Well, he did what he needed to do. Just put a shot on net. You know, things happen.
A lot of bodies in front. Sometimes it's hard to see. All right, puck's now on the half wall. Battle in the corner. Hensley takes a check. McKinney takes a check. Puck squirts out here to Iserman. Iserman, one of the faster skaters on the team. He'll push this one ahead. Nearly is able to steal that puck from the goalie. Hughes battles off his man. 2-on-1 right into the glove of JJ. Nice play by Hughes to just disrupt enough to not get a good shot. JJ unobstructed, gloves that one. All right, we got Schmitty, Anderson, and Peace with Young and Dornbos at D. Young wraps behind the net to Krizak. Krizak holds, tries to get that one out of danger. They'll leave that one for Dornbos. They'll keep cycling this puck a little bit until they get the look that they want. Takes a weird bounce off the stanchion. Andover shot. Save Dornbos. Sorry, block Dornbos. Puck does squirt out to Andover. Coming the other way is Anderson now. He'll get in the red line. Schmitty collects that one. Dumps that one in the zone, and he'll go chase it. Andover now. Tries to break out. Krizak gets his pocket picked. Andover coming the other way. Young gets the puck out of the zone, but right on an Andover stick. Pushed ahead by Krizak. Smartly out of the zone is Anderson, otherwise he was offside. Andover wins that battle. They come the other way. Centering pass. There goes Young to the puck. He avoids a check. Andover controls. They'll center. Henderson now. Full head of steam. A lot of room to go. He'll take this one. He cuts back to the middle. Waits for some guys to collect. Wraps behind the back to Kraft. Kraft now. Back to Hendy. Held in there nicely by Nelson. Puck comes out to the half wall. Battles here between Nelson and Henderson. Nelly tries to walk out of that danger. It's him and Henderson still in the corner now. A little bit of a stalemate as they look to try and get a stick in there or a skid in their centering pass. Right to Andover though. Nice pressure by Peace.
Oh, that's offside.
It's a turnover and an offside.
He must have heard me.
Kenny's prescription is spot on. He saw that one right away.
Well, I just got it done, so better be.
All right, Nelly to take the draw. Henderson to his right, Peace to his left. Andover creates a turnover. They'll come back into our zone here. Nelson applying some pressure. Andover tries the rink-wide pass. A little bit errant. Body by Dornbos. Andover still retains. Shot goes off the mask of JJ. Back to the point is Andover. And easily gloved by JJ to stop the clock with 8:56 left. All right, we'll keep our D. We'll switch our forwards. Hursty to take this centering face-off. McKinney to his left. Iserman to his right. Little miscommunication as the puck is loose out front. I think Max thought JJ was covered. I think JJ thought Max was going to take it. We got out of trouble though. McKinney now coming up near side. There's the red line. And puck is behind the net now. Everyone's out of the zone. Oh, Hurst is actually an offside, so we'll bring that one out. I missed number 2 back there. I didn't think he was all the way back there, but he was. So Hurst will take this draw. We'll swap our D now. Kraft and Hensley back in. Ref wanted Jackson to take a little half step back. He took a half step back and took his half step right forward. Off the wall, Hensley to Iserman just passed his stick. Andover through the zone. Hensley hip checks him just enough to slow him down. He'll get the puck now, set it up to Iserman. Just past his stick. McKinney now applying some pressure as well. And Hensley have to go get it this one. Looking for a stretch pass. He'll get it right to the stick of an Andover player at his own skates now. Kraft to Iserman. Iserman to Schmitz. Kind of unwillingly put that puck in the zone. Here comes Krizak on the far side. Leaves that for Iserman. Iserman. Andover had a little more speed on that one. They're able to take possession. Held in by Krizak. Krizak to Hensley. Hensley pushes that in. Andover collects. Anderson on the forecheck. Loses an edge there. They'll bat that one, and Kraft will be first to it in the far corner. They'll bat that one over to Hensley. D to D. Hensley over to Schmitz. Schmitz to Anderson, but it comes back in off a nice forecheck by Andover. Hensley puts the brakes on. Wraps the puck to Krizak. Krizak now. Sends it over to Anderson. No icing. Finally got the benefit of one there. Schmitz leaves it for Anderson. Held in. Hensley with a little spinorama. Looking for an opportunity. Oh, tries to dangle a man. Can't quite get the stick on the puck for a shot, but did a lot of good work there to get to a dangerous spot. We'll shift a couple of guys. Andover tries to ice this puck. I think this will be on net, though. JJ has to play this. He'll get this one to Young. Young holds it up to Henderson. Henderson waits. They all back off, so he'll walk it, shot, just high. Good look out of Hendy. Just a little bit high on that rip. Dornbos hits Young on the backhand. Slides that one to Henderson. Stolen away by Andover. Hendy can't quite get it out of the zone. Dornbos back to his spot. Henderson takes a man with him. Dornbos doesn't have a lot of choice. Oh, all right. Nelly noticed that he was offside, so he did a good job of getting out of the zone. Here comes Andover. Looking for a far ice pass. Broken up by Young. Young to Hendy. Hendy, breakaway. Here he goes. He's getting hooked. Shot. Oh, nice save by the Tendy. Their goalie has been really good today as Andover is content to ice. Good couple of looks out of Henderson there.
Yeah.
One high right in a good spot on that last one. 5-hole, and he paddle saved it. All right, Hughes to take this draw with Eiserman to his right, McKinney to his left. Defense will be Hensley and Kraft. Hensley, Kraft to Hensley creates a turnover. And a nice save by JJ on the fast break. Great job. McKinney avoids a nasty check there. JJ holds. Ethan now. Right back to Kraft. Kraft up to McKinney. And Hughes now to McKinney. Gets it all the way over to Eiserman. Eiserman now one-on-one. Can't quite get past their last defenseman, so Andover comes the other way. They'll leave for their other forward. Dornbos getting turned around a little bit as he makes a move. And we got a trip, I think, coming up, unfortunately. Shot blocked. They'll pull their goalie. It is on the Sabres. I think we've got a tripping call. We'll see what happens here. Andover now regrouping in their zone. They'll go D to D. And we'll get the puck right here as we control it. Sabres will go on the kill after what looks to be a 2-minute minor for tripping.
That's two for Yuzi today.
It is 2 for UZ. I think the first one.
I know what parents are buying around.
I didn't see the too many men if that was used per se, but we'll give the first one to the coaches. How about that?
Okay.
All right, Killers, Schmitty, Dornbos, Kraft, and Peace. Oh, sorry, Krizak. Andover controls. Down low is Andover, behind the net. Left, right, in front. Pretty shifty little play there where he waited for their center guy to just kind of find a little seam. They found him right in front of JJ, really unguarded. Andover gains the zone. A lot of red and white jerseys. Unable to do anything until finally Schmitty gets that one, sends it 200 feet. Andover has to go collect this. Krizak doing a nice job of forechecking. One-man band back there. Oh, nearly picks that one off. Kraft gets it out of the zone to Krizak. Krizak, he'll go wide. Oh, tries to get it on his forehand, but there was another Husky there to help. Oh, Schmitz nearly is able to steal that one. Andover come the other way. 52 seconds left on the kill. Andover gains his zone. Schmitz applies pressure. We'll set back up at the half wall. See if they try that same little move again. That 27 just kind of floats and floats and floats. He's open again. Schmitty there. Puts a stick on it. Andover is definitely floating 27. We got to watch him because he's just looking for a little seam to get in front. He's gotten open twice. 2 good shots. 6 at the half wall here for Andover. Stick down and checked. We're going to call a cross check from behind, I think, on Schmitz, unfortunately. So we'll have 14 seconds of 5-on-3 in favor of the Huskies after a cross check on, sorry, it's on Kraft. We got new killers. It's Anderson, Hensley, and Young, I believe. Controlled by the Huskies. Again, about 7 seconds left on this 5-on-3. Shot, blocked. And that will kill off the 5-on-3. We'll get a fourth skater. This will be Iserman. Oh, nice play. Hensley just dispossesses him from the puck and is able to get the puck out of the zone. They'll push that one in. Young's got to go retreat and get it. Shielded nicely by Andover. They keep the zone under control. Centering pass right into the chest of JJ. We had two outstretched sticks. We couldn't get to that puck. And Iserman finally is able to get that one out of danger. Andover tries to step back up. We got an icing. Young puts it on net for good measure. And we'll come out to neutral. There'll be 109 left on this kill. We got one too many guys. So Hensley's out. Dornbos, Krizak in. Henderson and Nelly are your forwards on this kill. Starting at neutral, this will be Nelly. Nelly pushes it ahead. Great center face-off technique there, especially on a kill at neutral. Andover collects, coming from the other way. Henderson tries to play spoiler there. Krizak pushes his man wide. And they'll pinch that one, but they'll be able to get it to their fifth man. Andover at the point. Puts this one down low. Krizak first to it. He'll just hold against the wall. 39 seconds left. It does squirt out to Andover. Andover tries to leave. JJ block. Nice save out of JJ. Andover. A couple of, like a nice shot there. JJ got to it. The putback was wide open, but he goes wide. Andover tries to slide out at the middle. Dornbos now with a nice stick. He's got a full speed. He'll tap it in behind the net. 10 seconds left on the kill. Sabres doing a nice job in what was a pretty dangerous spot. Nelson from Hendy. Hendy shot right in the belly of the netminder, and that'll kill off the penalty. Nice job by the Sabres. This is a one-on-one now. Krizak, last man back, pushes his man down, and they get a nice centering pass. It does go wide. Puck stays in at the point now. Blocked away by Krizak. Now Schmitz. He's got a 3-on-2. Free hustle. Gets it to Anderson. Anderson, far side. Good shot. Pad save. Rebound in front for Peace. Peace at his skates. Schmitz puts pressure on the half wall. Puck stays in. Anderson now tries to make something happen there before the end of the period. We do get the rink buzzer. That'll end 2. It looks like we'll get one more.
Get another Zam, huh?
Zamboni break. This is a legit hockey game.
We're getting our fool's money's worth here.
Absolutely. All right, we'll catch you guys in 12. All right, third period. Brought to you by Nelson Construction. The best price, lowest cost engineered beams and change orders this side of the Mississippi. All right, face off controlled by the Sabres. Hensley to Kraft. Kraft doubles back. Gets it up to Krizak. He'll do a little stick check, but I think this will be an ice.
Oh boy. How much did Nelly pay for that slot?
Not enough.
Not enough.
Not enough. That's because he didn't overprice.
Yeah, first one was free, right?
Yeah, that's right. All right, Schmitty wins that drop. It does go out to Andover. Schmitz backhands his way out of some trouble there. Hensley has to go back into the zone off this puck. Back in the corner. Hensley now. He'll slide it to Kraft. Kraft. Back to Hensley. Hensley now. Centering pass to Schmitz. Gets all the way up to Krizak. Krizak tries to lay it off for Anderson. Anderson, far wall. He'll beat his man up. Hensley blows it down. No hand pass. Goes to Andover. Coming the other way now. They'll send this one in. I think this will be icing. That was a nice little play by Schmitz, too, there. He was communicating with Ethan to take the far guy while he would take the back guy. Ended up being icing, so it didn't materialize, but nice communication out of those two. All right, speaking of Nelly, he'll center this one with Peace to his left, Hendy to his right. Dornbos and Young, left and right D. Andover steals that puck after a tie-up. They'll come through neutral, gain the zone. Just kind of slide puck into danger. Great job by Nelson to recover. High shot from the point, collected by Andover. We'll slide that one through the crease. Kenny was commenting there during the Zamboni break. Andover gets a quick shot. Save. Loose puck. Right out in front, but Henny can get that one out of trouble. Not offside. Sabres enter the zone while Andover tries to take over. Hensley gets tripped. No call at all there. Peace now. He'll gain the zone. He'll leave this one. It gets bumped out of the way. Hughes has to go retreat and get it. He'll get it to Dornbos. Dornbos skates through center. He'll leave that one for Hurst, just off the end of his stick. Hurst stick checks. Battles three Huskies. Great play by Hurst. Held in by Hughes. Back to Hurst. In danger, but they get that one out of trouble. Hughes centers. Oh, stick in the way. Hensley was right in the slot, ready to go. Iserman leaves that one. Hensley ties the guy up. Andover gets a puck in. Save JJ. Loose puck, though, not behind the net. Controlled by Andover. Hensley collects the loose garbage. Sends it high up the glass, gets it out of the zone. And they'll send in and they'll shift all their guys. Hensley now takes. He'll wait behind the net. He'll send that one over to Kraft. Kraft can't collect it. Andover shot into the corner. Picked up by Hensley. Hensley high off the glass. Controlled by Andover. Andover in their zone. Iserman on the forecheck. Hensley tries to backhand it. Couldn't quite get a lot on it, though. It worked out with Schmitz. Carries that one in. Gets his pocket picked. Hits his man hard. Coming the other way now. Quick shot released by Schmitz. Just wide. Puck goes back into our zone. Krizak, rink wide pass. Nice little toe drag by Schmitz. Gets dispossessed by a Husky. Krizak, he'll go DDD to Young. Young centering pass off Schmitz' skate. And he'll get into the zone. Really nice shift here by Schmitz. Early in this third period, Krizak leaves. Anderson gets bumped. Dornbos, quick release. Just wide. Young holds. He'll leave that one in. He'll take a check. Anderson to Dornbos. Dornbos slides. We got no one in front of the net, though. I like the idea of putting it on net, but we don't have anyone to pick it up. Huskies. Ooh, soft dump in the zone. Oh, what a stretch pass to Nelly. Nelly breakaway. Oh, physical 5-hole. Guy shuts it down last second. Another centering opportunity. Couldn't quite get that one in was Nelly. Nelly with a couple of good looks. Dornbos Young standing strong on D as Krizak gets his loose puck. Rink wide pass again. Hendy tries to make a move here. Tries to backhand it. Tough angle for him. And their goalie plays it. Near side now. Hendy again. Tries to run right through a guy, and he does.
Hendo.
They'll try and Springer man, but this will be icing. Okay, a couple of nice sequences there, I thought. Two really good looks there. Good pressure, good energy out of the boys here in the third.
I'm listening to it. Yeah, I listened to it to make sure it's still going and we're muted where we need to be.
All right, face-off control by Hensley. He'll back that one in. Right off the stick of the Husky. They'll push that one in the zone. Behind the net now goes Hensley. He sees pressure, backs out of the way, leaves it for Hurst. Hurst now looking for McKinney. Can't get there. Kraft. He has to double back. Sends this one back to the corner, but there's pressure. Hurst now. He'll leave that one for McKinney. McKinney retreats that one back into the zone softly enough that it will not be icing. Good forecheck by Hughes. McKinney. Puck does go off an Andover stick. This will be icing.
Well, we need to bury a puck here.
Yeah, their goalie is making all the right saves straight on. Yep. I think Kenny noted it earlier when we were off air. They're moving our goalie well. We need to do the same and get him off position. Schmitz will take the draw. Krizak left, Anderson right. Dornbos and Young. To Dornbos from the point. Glove save. Easily nice collected. Shot. Really hard shot. Good, like, steady patience there by the goalie to not freak out on that. Schmitty to take this draw. We'll set up just right at attendee. Offensive zone. Won by Andover. Pressured by Krizak and Anderson. Anderson at his skates. Andover coming the other way. They'll break out. They get out to neutral through the red line. Now in the forward zone. Smith leaves for Dornbos. Dornbos now with a little bit of time. He'll fling it up to Krizak. Krizak at his skates. Lose a little bit of speed, so we'll slide it up to Schmitz. And they'll come back the other way. Dornbos has to get on his wheels because they just had a nice centering opportunity. What a save by JJ. We'll clear our guys out. Schmitz will be the first to the puck, and he'll carry this one up. He'll gain the zone. Anderson comes off. Schmitz tries to do it all. Here comes Peace. He'll walk a man. Hard shot. Schmitz low. Rebound to Peace. Hendy now in the corner. Escapes two guys. He'll forecheck hard here as Peace gets in on the action. Peace to Hendy. Hendy gets checked hard from behind.
That should be
no call. Andover behind their net. And they're content to just ice this one. Good pressure by Sabres. I don't love the checks from behind, but he wasn't by the board, so not an overly dangerous play there. All right, Nelly taking this draw. Piece to his left, and you do his right. Left for Kraft. Kraft just slides this one into the crease in a dangerous spot, collected by Andover. Andover now goes D to D. He'll gain the red line. Try and get this one in the zone. Backing up is Kraft. Hensley pursues for Kraft now behind the net. He'll take a hard edge angle turn. He loses an edge. Nelly pokes it back out to him. Andover now with some numbers to try and set up. They love the rink wide pass. Hensley now slides this one over to Peace. Gets it out of trouble. JJ smartly collects that one as Kraft and Hensley have to decide what to do there.
Oh, come on.
Peace gets tripped from behind. Puck does come out of the zone. Kraft now slides it up back to Hurst. ND makes a great move down the middle. Hurst, can he clean it up? He cannot. And over the other way. McKinney tries to make a quick check on him. Kraft pushes his man out.
Oh, and they're calling that, of course.
And we're going to get a takedown.
Holding, most
likely. They got a hook on that. That was a very good defensive play by Kraft. Is going to get a 2-minute minor for hooking.
For choking? Was it a rear naked choke?
It might have been. Okay. This will be Young and Dornbos at D. Anderson and Krizak are your killers at forward. Brought up nicely is Krizak and Anderson as they win that face-off in control. As Andover with speed comes out, they'll chuck it up to their man. Dornbos smartly just puts it right back in their zone. They'll have to reset up. A lot of happy sticks in this sequence. Puck squirts into the zone. Andover will look to set up. And a rebound goal for Andover puts them ahead 2-1. All right, Nelly to take this draw. Peace to his left, Hendy to his right. Hensley and Kraft back at D. Played forward. Smash mouth style of hockey right there as Henderson looks for an opportunity to center. He gets it on Nelly's stick. Puck's in the corner now. Andover definitely is enjoying the cross-ice passing. Andover retains. They'll try and leave. Peace with a nice little flutter pass out to Hendy. Stays in neutral. Can't get in the zone. Nelly will push that one forward. Again, this line willing to just use their physical abilities to win the possession here. Hensley and Kraft disrupt the play. Hensley will wrap this around the back to Kraft. Kraft now in the corner. Turns it back for Hensley. Hensley to skates. We'll fake a man out to Peace. Peace right up the middle. Nice job, Peace, to hold off a check. Anderson. Shoots right into the pad. And we got a breakaway happening as we switch out our D. Young is able to get a stick on that. Comes back to him. He's in the corner now. Sends it one nicely up to Schmitty. Schmitty now. Toe drags. Gets disrupted. Anderson toe drags. He does a quick shot blocker save. Good look. Anderson holds. Dornbos slaps it in. Schmitty shields the puck nicely. Tries to center that one up. Andover's done a good job of being right from the net a lot of times. That is icing from behind the red line by a mile. Andover now. Sauces forward at Dornbos' skates. He thought he got held. Dornbos rubs his man up the puck pretty good there. First now to the corner. Krizak, he'll turn. Away from the half wall, comes out of the zone. Andover will walk forward. Dornbos lays off a hit. Young now. Ahead to Krizak. Gets dispossessed. Andover coming the other way with numbers. Nice job, Hurst. Leaving that for Krizak. Krizak far side. Gains his zone. Looking. Turns his back. No call. Krizak was trying to turn and look a little worse than it was. Certainly not a ill-intended play there. Iserman. They'll leave that for McKinney. McKinney gets dispossessed. Hensley now. Back to Kraft. Kraft sees Hensley. Hensley at the red line. He'll walk a man. He'll go to the corner. He'll center. Right for Eiserman. And in the crease, goalie covers. Good little grade A look there. Just couldn't get a stick on it. Such a good opportunity there. We'll get a whistle here with 5:26 left in the
Definitely
third.
a lot more momentum here. We just need to deliver.
Absolutely. Nelson here with Hendy and Peace, right and left. Kraft and Hensley back at D. Kraft slides to Hensley. Just past the stick, couldn't collect it. He'll slide this one in. Everyone's off, so we'll get out of the zone. Andover will collect. Henderson's going to apply pressure. Right forecheck pressure by Hendy. Hensley's got to go get this one. They'll wave it. Behind the net goes Hensley. They'll leave that one for Kraft. Kraft slides to Hensley. Hensley now. Oh, just bouncing off the stick like a basketball there. And he'll pump it out of the zone. Andover collects. Kraft to go get this one. Strong stick by Andover. They get a look right in front and a backhanded ball off the inside pad of JJ. It'll make it 3-1 Andover. All right, Schmitty to take this draw. Krizak left, Anderson right. Young at D with Thornboss. Andover coming the other way. They get in the zone. Toe drag release by Andover. Thornboss patient. Waiting for this to bounce off the back is Krizak, so he has to get it in the zone. They lay off a check on him. Anderson at the half wall. Cross-ice breakout pass. Icing. 4:06 left. Sabres down 1-3. Shots 20-29 in favor of the Huskies. Anderson and Koppel having a little chat. Seem like they might know each other. All right, this will be Hurst centering this draw. Eiserman to his left, Hughes to his right. Controlled momentarily by the Sabres. Andover just tries to throw this one out. Another shot by Young. Hoping to be the hero there again. Hurst in the corner, battling two guys, keeps the puck in. Eiserman willing to take a big check deep in the zone. He comes out with the puck. Andover now is able to steal it. Throws it into their net. Sorry, they're out bench. 3:44, we'll get a offensive zone draw left of the goalie. So Schmitz, Krizak, and Anderson back on. Schmitty. Draw one, Andover. Up in the skates, Krizak pins his man. Does a nice job, but Andover is able to retain possession. Andover looking every time for that cross-ice breakout, that cross-ice centering pass. And no trip. Okay, the puck was at the skates, so Sabres finally get a break there that has not gone our way so far in this game. Puck stays with Andover. Andover controls. They'll gain the red line and the zone. They'll leave in the slot, sticked away nicely by Dorabas. Puck in the corner now. Andover has a shot. Sticked away, goes in the netting. We're going to whistle and shift some guys. All right, Kraft and Hensley back at D. Nelly to take this draw with Peace and Henderson forward. Puck retained by Kraft. Kraft now cross ice pass. Similar kind of breakout, just didn't have our guys in the same spot. Kraft to go collect. Who's got this? And we got We got a delayed penalty. Looked like, oh no, okay. There was just an offside, so that was a delay. Kraft backs into the corner here at the red line. Held in. Henderson tries. Comes right to Krizak. Krizak takes it back to Hensley. Hensley now. We pulled our sixth guy. Sorry, pulled our goalie for a sixth guy. Nelly tries to poke it ahead right to Hensley. Hensley tries to go forward, goes to Andover. Andover's going to look for a little chip shot to the open net. Goes nowhere, so Kraft will retreat. Slides this one over to Peace. Peace, near side. Over to Hensley. Hensley now. He'll get slashed as he gains the zone. He'll leave it. Oh, took for Peace, and Peace with a quick shot. I like that look. .155 left. Sabres will keep their goalie pulled. The opportunity to try and bring one back here. And we'll call timeout, looks like. You got a good 6-on-5 play, Kenny? No.
No. No.
A lot of puck movement would be my choice. Get the goalie off his line.
Rebound.
Maybe a screen too. Screen in front.
He's done a good job. The goalie has been playing a great game.
He has. He's really stopped everything straight on. So we got to screen him or get him to move. All right, Peace to take this draw. Krizak left. Anderson, Schmitz, Kraft, and Hensley. Comes right to Krizak. He'll get a quick shot. We can't hold the zone. Hensley has to, oh my God, it's going right into the net. And it stays out. Hensley does everything he can to not let that puck go in the net. He puts himself in the net. And he knocks the netting off. Apparently inadvertently. All right, we'll try again in our zone. We'll bring JJ back out to see if we can set some up here. Schmitty to take this one. Does come out right to Krizak. Krizak didn't get the pass he wanted there. Off of Hensley's skate. Off of Schmitty's skate. Sabres cannot pull their goalie yet because we're in a little bit of danger. Back to Kraft. Kraft to Krizak. Into the offensive zone. We'll pull JJ. Get our sixth player on the ice. Hensley tries to hold that one in. Peace will go grab this. He'll split some defenders. Carry right in the middle. Quick shot. That's a high stick. In the corner now, 104 left. Centering pass right to Andover. Sticked away by Kraft. Nicely saves a would-be goal. This will go all the way up to Krizak. Krizak leaves that one nicely for Schmitz. Schmitz left the puck there. Couldn't quite get it. This will go all the way back. Andover is going to try and make a play here. They'll get a centering, a point pass shot. Retained by Andover. Peace will put his man off the puck. Schmitz now, 28 seconds left for Hensley. Hensley will leave for Anderson. Anderson gains the zone right back to Peace. Grzak in the far corner now. And this will go down for icing with about 15 seconds left. All right, face-off controlled by the Sabres. Oh, we got some punching going on. Held by Hendy. Hendy shot over to Kraft, and that will end the game. Sabres fall 1-3 against Andover. Go to 1-1 on the season, and we'll be back to broadcast tomorrow's game. Back at Pagel against Minnetonka. That game will be at 1 o'clock.
All right.
Well, she wrote.
Yep. Till next time.